Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening to all my leader friends around the globe. Thank you for everybody joining me today in this conference. I'm Julastina. I'm Group CEO of Hujan Asset Management Limited and President of Infrastructure Leading Change Asia. Today I'm hosting the Technology Leading Change session representing my partner, President Devi Rahmawati from Indonesia and also President Chase from Africa, who usually take the technology session. Technology leading change is the World Women Leading Change Inclusiveness. World Women Leading Change was founded by 40 women all around the world. We want to support women all around the world and uplifting the life with a positive environment, education, knowledge, and community. We want to encourage the world through leadership and aims to create the world's biggest online conference, seminars amongst the world leaders to lead the changes in many sectors such as wellness, kids, youth, leadership, real estate, infrastructure, agriculture that give social impact and share knowledge of wisdom. We are the most active organization in 2020 and we managed to conduct more than 270 conferences every day. You can follow and subscribe World Women Leading Change in Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. Technology Leading Change is one of the center. We want to be the front line of the technology that lead the changes in human life. We want to give the knowledge and promote the technology that give impact to the better future of humanity. Today, I'm so delightful to have our speaker, my partner in technology. He's still very young, but very, very smart and kind. He's the founder of Narfex, an exchange platform and also blockchain technology master. I welcome Yusuf Ghairat. Hello, Yusuf. Hello, Yusuf.
Hello. Thank you so much for the introduction.
Hi.
Yeah,
How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Hi. Today
Yeah,
we are going to talk about the birth of property digital tokenization, the
yeah,
technology that Hujan Asset Management been created and also invest with you, right?
yeah,
And
exactly.
and maybe
Not only about this, but yeah, I think morely about the technology and the
yeah.
change on business modeling of nowadays, because yeah, as we can see, like now most of people's life is dividing in two ways, like the digital way and the real life. And many people's they are already deciding and more give attention to the digital life.
Hmm.
So I think yeah, that's gonna be interesting conference.
Okay, okay. Before we start, can you explain about your background and what are you doing with this, what we call as the Mumba
Yeah,
topic, okay?
sure. So for myself, my name is Yusuf Ghairat, and I'm already in 6 years. We are in young developer teams, and we already 6 years in the cryptocurrency market, and we have developed like three different exchanges and many different smart contracts and blockchain technologies. Especially during this time now, it's using not only for exchange, but we have some requests from the government issues and for voting and many other stuff which can be done in the blockchain. So all of it we can handle and we are doing it.
Hmm.
For the Mumba token, actually from myself, as I think and as I see this project, that's like it's more like a smart asset of the future and really new generation of ecosystem and business modeling. And because in the Mumba token, as you previously said, we're gonna combined the traditional markets with the new technology of the blockchain. The first of all, yeah, we're gonna use the real estate market, and we decided to use the real estate because, as you see in the for the blockchain technology, what's happening right now in the world, it's based just an idea, but the real using of the technology, it's not yet using it. I mean, the basic of usement of the technology, it is the decentralization and the fractional and um, how it's called it, sorry, the fractional cells and microtransactions, which is mean like people can using it for buy something in really small amount. I mean, like the really small percentage of the good, and paying not for just like getting the salaries, and also pay for the goods just each second. So in my opinion, as the human population is getting higher, the useful of the blockchain technology, it's also more necessary, because we are living in society, and like the glue of the society for now is like it's the money, the economic system. So which get together like the developer and architect in one construction, in one project, it's both of them getting salary. So to them using of economy and money, it's becoming more necessary than like likely. It's becoming more like time. Like we are not counting how many times we have. We just know like we have this time, and we know the timing by ourselves. So that's I see the future of economy and using of the blockchain as a most secure technology during nowadays, which can be used for many different reasons and sectors. Which we use for now, that's the real estate sector. And for myself, yeah, I think it's the more nearly and easiest sector where can be used the technology for now. What we have done in the Mumba token, let me show a presentation which we made as well.
Okay, maybe before we move forward, maybe we can a little bit slowly, because maybe there's in the participant they still need to be explained about what actually the digital token is, it right? Because yeah, I know that you are a master in the blockchain, also cryptocurrency, and you are the founder of Narfex. Narfex is the major cryptocurrency platform now in Indonesia, and maybe more people know about the cryptocurrency, but this is we need to explain what is the difference actually between the digital token and the cryptocurrency, and also why it's more usable, more simple for people to have a
for sure. So which cryptocurrency and blockchain brings to the world, it's trust in digital world. As I said before, now most of people they giving more attention in the digital world. But before the blockchain, it was a big question how we can trust each other in the digital world. Because, for example, you can change your name or change your email, whatever, and I can even don't know what your name is. And in 2009, there is a developer which name is was presented as Satoshi Nakamoto. He present his idea uh, blockchain, which means like, yeah, it's very simple. It's a chain of blocks. Each block is handling more than 2016 transactions. Each transaction has his own and special key. So it cannot be hacked or however cannot be finite. So it's already more than 11 years. Nobody cannot hack a blockchain or somehow get it or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, the difference, yeah, and after when he presented the blockchain technology, first 2 or 3 years, there is no one didn't take it serious. Just some developers start to using it just as a game between those self. And just in 2010, there is one guy in chat in some forum. He asked that he gonna give 3,000 bitcoins for a pizza. So the first miners of the Bitcoin, they just use it like a game between those self. And that's the first part when Bitcoin gets any price. So there's a guy, he ordered a pizza for him and he paid 3,000 Bitcoins, which were cost on that time like 10 cents. So after the ordering the pizza, Bitcoin get a price, which was 10 cents on this time. And yeah, now you can decide how the technology improved when the price is exactly right now more than $18,000. Okay. So we can say that's the most expensive pizza in the world. So after the idea of the blockchain of Bitcoin, there's become many other ideas based on the technology. And one of the most perspective and useful for now the idea is the smart contracts. So I actually it was like a young developer, Canadian developer, which come up with the idea that's based on the blockchain technologies, which um, keeping in open source all the keys of the transaction, and anyone can see all the transactions on the platform, but no one cannot see who owning the wallet. Come up with the idea that we can coding all the contracts. It's meaning like we can put all the contracts in the code and there's no needing of the middlemen like the notaries or lawyers or whatever else. So that's become, until now, it's the second biggest cryptocurrency, the Ethereum. And the biggest point that's on the Ethereum blockchain, you anyone can creating those own cryptocurrency. That's meaning like anyone can create a contract between two person or thousands person, it doesn't matter. But the most important things that you can put in condition in the smart contracts and no one cannot change it after it. So the contract which will release only after the contract is the condition is done.
Okay.
Which means like if I putting in smart contract that I have to deliver to you some goods and you're gonna pay me after you already get the goods, it's mean based on the smart contract, I will not get any payment until you get the goods.
Yeah.
And we don't need any middleman. We don't need any post office or banks or whatever. We can do it just between us, which already gonna make lesser the cost of the transaction and all of this.
Yeah,
all of our deal.
Yeah, but what we are doing right now is not the cryptocurrencies. We doing the digital token. So
Yeah.
so,
But just
yeah.
why I'm start about the cryptocurrency, because
Yeah,
we're gonna using the blockchain technology.
Yes,
And actually for myself, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, it's a bit different stuff. Yes, of course, the blockchain technology come up with the cryptocurrencies, but nowadays there is a lot of cryptocurrencies which not really using the blockchain and the benefits of the technology. But we are going another way. We are going to use the blockchain technology for the real world economy. That's how the Mumba token come up, the idea of combining the traditional economy market with the new technologies, which already like decided. That's why, yes, we are doing the Mumba token based on the Ethereum smart contracts. So that's why it's called the token. But on the same time, it has the value of the real economy sector, which most of the cryptocurrencies cannot using and say like that.
Okay. And you have the presentation for explanation
Yeah.
how it works. Okay.
Yeah, 1 second. In our discussion, I forget about it.
Can I ask question, Yusuf? Because this is very exciting for me, yes, because you actually are trying to help me as a asset holder, which I don't really never hold a lot of cash because like, I'm a very arrogant person because, like people will come to me, they will buy my real estate, they will rent my real estate, they will do like basically they need me more than I need them, right? But now it changed, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Real estate now, it becomes, for example, if you collect so much real estate and it become unliquid for me, right?
Yeah.
So this is exciting for me because you are trying to help me how to tokenize, digitalize my asset, and then exchange it with different service or products that I need, for example.
Yeah.
And how will you do that? Can you explain? Like,
yeah, honestly, when I thinking about it, they're just blowing my head because you see, for example, if you're taking the real estate market, there's when you're deciding of the pricing of the real estate, more questions become of the economy of the place and the city where is the real estate. But if you are digitalizing your real estate, it doesn't matter because like anyone from any part of world can buy. And yeah, if it, I think everyone's know that real estate it's one of the biggest and great asset for investment. But until this time,
yes and no, yes and no, because if the real estate creating money, yes, it becomes a very good asset operationally, but if don't create money, it becomes a liability, and it's kind of scary.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's more likely in the old world situation because when we digitalizing a real
I cannot
estate,
eat my land, Yusuf.
yeah, yeah, uh, so if before the price of real estate it's coming up after the economy situation of a country and the city and whatever like that, but now it doesn't matter at all because anyone from any country, any place of the world can owning a real estate, and not they don't have to buy all the real estate. They can buy it fractionally, like 1% of 2%. Honestly, I don't really know what is will come up later, but I'm totally sure that real estate market it's one of the perspective and biggest market for now, and it can be tradable like stocks or cryptocurrency, and more savior because it's already like the good real estates will like maybe in really short time double or triple those price, but the bad real estate also gonna go down. It will becoming like a stocks, and actually with the idea to tokenizing the real estates, we come up like 2 or 3 years ago. On that time there's wasn't any company who doing it, but now it's one of the trends in the market. You can following like the health of Manhattan real estates now tokenizing and selling it fractionally, because there is very less people who can buy an expensive real estate, but there's a lot of people who want to join it and try to get into the market as an investment, not just to living in the property, because until now most of people they don't have to they don't have an access to real estate market as an investment. They're using it just to live by for themselves. We're gonna change it by doing the fractional
I am
selling.
super excited, Yusuf. I think 2021 will be a very exciting year for me because of this, because and I want to register to be your custodian, Mumba custodian, because
Thank you.
I'm a real estate consultant, and I cannot like I want to be your custodian because you need to have a custodian, yes, because somebody has
Of
to
course.
watch the transaction. You cannot just, for example, like you cannot say real estate value is 10, but it's actually not 10,
Exactly. No, of course we need it, and we will do it like.
And I want you to help me with digitalize all my real estate assets.
Yeah, we will do it like slowly but surely.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's behind the story of why we create the Mumba is because we want to add liquidity to the market, to the especially the real estate market, but we also want to help. We also want to help people that they of course everybody needs a real estate, but they don't have the capability to purchase it. But actually with this Mumba trading platform, also we can help people to exchange the real estate with whatever things that they have or service that they have to the real estate. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually the biggest idea of Mumba token. So first of all, I just turned it on the presentation. Let me explain a bit like what we are planning to do with the Mumba token and how it really can changing the economy situation in the world. So we call the Mumba token the smart asset of the future. We're doing it because, in my opinion, Mumba token gonna be the first functional currency or voucher or whatever you can call it, but it can be used as a money, but on the same time it have different functions inside of it. As we can we can coding now many things, for example, like paying the some maintenance or the accommodations. It's all can be done automatically, and we're gonna create it on the Mumba token. So first of all, yeah, it's the new ecosystem and business model of the world. As I told you before, the economy and business modeling of the world is changing for now because everything is coming digitalizing, especially during the pandemic. And the blockchain technology, it helps people to bring trust in the digital world. And as I said before, the idea of blockchain currencies or vouchers, it's not released yet. So one of the first part and step where we are seeing that can be used for the blockchain technology to bringing them the value of the real estate and tokenizing the real estate. What we are trying to do and what we're gonna develop, it's to putting the ownership of the properties on blockchain smart contracts, on Ethereum smart contracts, like and other cryptocurrencies. So why we have choose the real estate market? Because it's one of the profitable and biggest market in the world. And as the humans population getting higher, everyone is need some place to live, some property. So we're gonna use it with combining of the technologies which we have in people can owning fractionally and partly the real estate, and on the same time getting the profit of the market and making like the stable incomes. On the same time, yeah, they're avoiding the risks and the markets. So actually the first step for the Mumba token, it's that it's to make the securities on the based on the smart contracts, which is meaning like the ownership of the company of the smart contracts of the property gonna be on the smart contracts. It's gonna solve this cross-border investing restrictions, allowing investors all around the world easily getting into the real estate market. So, as I said, the Mumba token represents an investor ownership staking, which allowed to the owners to get the incomes from the renting of the property or getting the income after the selling the property. So currently, purchasing and selling real estate, it's very slow and expensive procedure the change cannot be done like really easily, but based on the blockchain technology, we can make it transparency of the real estate more efficient and more and less costly by reducing the many of intermediaries which is in the real estate transactions. So the selling or buying of the real estate based on the blockchain can be done in a minute, when now it's gonna take you like several months until you're changing the ownership and getting all the necessary documents. And especially uh, yeah uh, especially such a market as a real estate, whereas the product it's kind of expensive, it can helps to people to get into the market like really an easy way, just like registering some platform, uh, putting those documents and buy the tokens, and they can see in open source the thus own ownership of the property. So what the benefits that the people can get from the Mumba token? First, the owner of the property, they're gonna have surely digitalizing of documentation of those property. For example, if somebody owning a property, he don't need to bring up to any deal or anywhere the documents of his property. He just need to have an access to internet to see and show to others the ownership of the property. Secondly, there's the efficiency of the operations. As I said before, the transactions on blockchain can be done less than in a minute, which means the owners of the real estate easily can transfer those ownership or part of those ownership to anyone. It can be done easier than registering Facebook or something like that. And third, it's reducing the cost by the automatization of many processes. As I said, in blockchain, we're reducing many intermediaries, such as the real estate agents, banks, or the cost for notaries to exchanging the documents. And in smart contracts, we just don't need it. It can be done automatically. Fourth, it's the access to the global market. As I said before, until now, the pricing of real estate, it's really adopted by the country and economic situation of the region. But if you're tokenizing any real estate, it means that doesn't matter. What we need, just famous of the place, or how often the place is getting some incomes. It already can double or even getting more incomes on the property on the same time when the bad property gonna go lesser. It's becoming more likely securities or the cryptocurrency market, which is really volatile until now. Third, fifth, it's access for the investors in different countries to access to the market. So until now, in the real estate market, most of investors, it's some funds or some wealthy investors. For regular people, it's really close and ununderstandable market, which accessing to the real estate market towards the blockchain technology, it's giving to people first to see the how often people buying and selling the property, and the data of the ownership and the renting rate of the property, so which can give to the people accessing to inform them for the better investment decisions and make up um, in those investment management. That's the biggest part of the Mumba token, the benefits. Yeah, in the presentation, I want to just a little bit more explain about the smart contracts and why we choose to use the smart contracts. So as I told before, the smart contracts, it's the automated contracts which can be decoded or used in any different contracts. We can put different condition, and the code by itself will watch and try to watch and tracking the condition of the contract. And that can be easily imagined by the vending machine. At the point you're like dealing with the shopkeeper, plus they remember that the smart contract are creating a blockchain, which makes the contract immutable and transparent. So yeah, I have here a little bit in image the explanation of the smart contracts and how it is using the blockchain technology. So we can see here is like two different computers. It can be like different people or users, whatever you can call it, which are connected to internet in the servers. So actually, to using the blockchain technology, it doesn't matter to be connected in internet. It also can be used without internet if you have downloaded the wallet in your device, computer or phone or whatever else. And just you can already doing the transactions. Just when you will connect your device to internet, the transaction will come up publicly. So that's why now many governments and different big companies trying to use the technology for those needs. It's more secure and can be used faster than the regular currencies. So on the blockchain technologies, anyone can see the transactions, but they will not see who owning the wallet. That's give the opportunity for the community device that the transaction is true or not. If somebody tried to send like a fake transaction, the community just will block this transaction because it will not pass the coding, the key. It cannot be like just finding anywhere or something like that. So based on that, as I said, the tokenization can become the solution not only for the real estate, but it can be used for different purpose. For example, like to tokenizing the bonds or securities and or stocks. Yeah, so the tokens can be programmed to include the ownership rights, rules, and the transaction history can be traded on the secondary market or similar as a cryptocurrency or stocks. After an asset has been tokenized, it can be divided into more granular pieces. As I said, for example, the real estate, people can owning not all or not even like 20% or anything. They can owning even 0.001% of the property and getting incomes from it. So and also as the tokens and cryptocurrencies can be tradable in the different digital platforms, it's giving the people easily access, which means can bring more liquidity to the market, which for now it's really seems unreal for the real estate market. Yeah, and why I call it like the new generation of the business models, because until now we are using money and currencies just as a saving capital. It doesn't have any functionality, but in the digital area we can put some functions on the currencies. For example, people can owning a currency, and the currency automatically can paying out for different needs. And the second step of Mumba token, it's gonna be to digitalizing different securities and assets. It can be explained like an easy way of IPOs, something like that. But we're gonna digitalizing the shares of the company, and on the same time, people can buy the shares, and the business already can using the fund that people bought and use it for those businesses and increase the capital. And on the same time, people can trust to the company because all the transactions, all the use of the fund going to be recorded in the blockchain, which anyone can see. So as I said, the voucher platform, the exchange platform, can be used as a payment method, and on the same time it has the investment value, which can be used for by the community of the platform, or for example of the business owners can bring those community to the market, and at the same time give them the trust in the digital world. So by digitalizing and shares, it can be done in any company or any communities during this, especially during nowadays. That can be done like really fast and easy transactions. So the customers
Yusuf, can I ask?
Hello, Yusuf. I think you are stopping your screen. Hello. Hi, Yusuf. Yusuf. I think there's a problem with his connection. Hello.
Well,
Okay.
while waiting for Yusuf, can I ask Miss Ayla about the digital city? Maybe we could use this blockchain technology to in acquiring the lot you have there at Digital City, Bu Ayla. And maybe
Yes.
uh, yeah, I mean, like
I'm even thinking further, like, actually, because if this can be like, we can help many women, like say small business owner, we can, let's say, for example, like a company X, as long as they have like a future contract, for example, potential income, we can help this company basically like going public, like an IPO, like in New York Stock Exchange, because normally you are difficult. Yes, when you are
yes,
small,
yes.
medium company, how can you go public?
Yeah, that's why I think this can go beyond what's this going public or putting your shares in an exchange, because this is a blockchain technologies is a shared ledger concept where it's an what's this when all the transactions are in full disclosure and shared by all the users. So this is the most secured way of transacting nowadays. That is it actually. The principle of blockchain, and I believe it can be applied into so many different kinds of application. Yeah, in resource sharing, in 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 transacting, in so many ways. Yeah, so it is very interesting,
Like, for
very
example,
promising.
President Leseho have a company called Serabato, right? So with this tokenization, we can value her company based on the future contract of her company, for example, right? Let's say if they are in WWLC, the future contract of the company, for example, people who want to use their services for agent, like writing an article or anything, right? Let's say now 2,000. It means Serabato have potential customer of 2,000 people, right? Let's say the people averagely paid $50. Yusuf, are you listening? I want to ask you. So let's say if 2,000 potential times 50, right? So meaning that the potential company of Serabato is like 1 million US dollar, for example, just a small example. Are you here, Yusuf? Yusuf?
hello, yeah.
Yeah,
Can
for
you hear?
example, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to use real estate. Now we move a little bit further. So let's say Serabato is an agency company. That value of the company is depend on the potential strategic of their unit. For example, right? Let's say we use the example of, because now our subscriber is 2,500. Let's say potential customer of Serabato is 2,500 people, which
Okay.
average, let's say they want to pay, for example, contract maybe I don't know. I don't know how much people will want to pay for like writing an article. For example, let's say $100. So $100 times 2,000 itu berapa ya? About $250,000.
Yeah.
For example, right? Because Serabato is it's a part of WWLC, right? So if it's 2,500 people in 3 months, the growth, right?
Yeah.
So if they are growing, say in 2 or 3 years, we say potentially to 3 million. So it's like $100 times 3 million, right? That's a potential company, right, Yusuf?
Yeah.
Now, can we use it connected to Mumba, for example?
Yes, of course we can use it.
So let's say the value of the company is 3 million times 100. 3 million times 100 is $30 million.
Yeah.
Now, Serabato, for example, need money for her to survive, let's say next year. I don't know, maybe 1 million. So she can, let's say the value of the company is 30 million. Now she will want to share, she will want to sell only the 1 million because she only need 1 million now, right?
Yeah. Actually, the pricing of the company gonna be even higher because we don't have to count just the value that people are paying, but on the same time the value of transaction they are doing. For example,
yes, I understand. We don't connect it to real estate or anything. Now let's say President Leseho will want to go IPO using Narfex, for example, your platform. So she will say, okay, I want to sell my share because my value of company now $30 million. I want to sell, what is 1 million? Let's say 5% of the company, right? Let's say.
Yeah.
And it's divided by, it's up to her how much she want to divide it. For example, like if she wanted to divide it to 1,000 or maybe 10,000 people, right? So it's like she's selling her 0.00% of the company to $100 base, so she can collect 1 million. So it's actually like an IPO.
Exactly, but it's actually a bit better than IPO because for IPO, your stock's gonna be exchanging in the stock exchange, which work on just on the working hours. When the cryptocurrency exchange and the blockchain exchange, they're working 24 hours, and on the same time, the small investors, they cannot reaching to the stock exchange like in the cryptocurrencies. For example, if she's doing an IPO, those stocks, people can buy those stocks only in package, which like in 1,000 shares. But if she's doing it in the blockchain, people can buy even like 0.1 share or 1 share or however they want. That's a huge things which brings the opportunity for a lot of people to investing in different companies and markets, and on the same time for companies to get much higher investment than just putting those stocks in the stock exchange.
For example, like if they buy $100 now, the company value in 3 years is, let's say, it will become that's 30 million, right? So they actually have the two things. They have the money that they can use, and also they have the what you call it in real estate, rental yield. But it's actually the money will go up because more people use this token, the value will go up, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So when increasing the value of transactions, the count of the transaction, on the same time the price it's getting higher. Each transaction gonna push up the price like 1.25%. So it's not, so the price of the each stocks gonna not increase just in $100 by each transaction, each customer. It's gonna go up like $125 each time when somebody else buying for $100, something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
understand. It's a supply and demand. Yes, I
Yeah,
understand.
yes.
So let's say after 3 years, the people who hold these stocks or bonds, they're gonna go up, right? It depends on the company, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
That's
So basically, we can help all the small, medium enterprises, all the small businesswomen to basically go public.
exactly. Yes, that's what bring the blockchain technology to the world. That again, that brings trust in the digital world. It's meaning that any company, not only the small and medium businesses, but even huge companies already tokenizing those companies, because it brings trust. It's meaning like when your stocks or your money or asset or whatever it's tokenized, people already can trust you in the digital world. Anyone can check it, anyone can see all your transactions. And if, for example, your company doing good, it means the price will increase really fast. It's something like if you're making a video blog on YouTube, and if you're making it good, you're gonna get a lot of views. But if you has a big bad channel, then no one want not to see it. The same things happening in the economy sector by the blockchain technology.
Interesting. Can we work with you? Can WWLC work with Mumba?
Of course, that's what we're gonna do. If anyone interesting to working with us, and even just to get more information, just please leave your emails, so we will send you the full proposal and the future guidance of how we can participate and work together. You can just leave your email in the chat, so we will send the proposal.
So, Yusuf, smart contract also collaboration, yes?
Yes.
For example, like if you are a small company and you collaborate with a bigger company, this collaboration is smart contract too, right?
It can be done on smart contract. Yeah, really easily. And both parts can trust each other based on the contract. Yeah.
Well, this has become very more and more interesting, yeah, the discussion.
Yeah, but
I'm sure that this will be the solution for to all of us, especially all the entrepreneurs that now facing the same problem to have more liquidity and also to bring their company to be more knowing, to be
public.
Yeah,
and on the same time, it's giving trust for investors to the company.
Your screen, you can stop your share screen.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting, Yusuf.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to sharing the idea. But anyway, I hope in nearly future we can already show the development and first transactions on the platform. It really can changing the economy sector, which are doing a lot of companies right now who is working on based on the blockchain technologies. and I hope we can become one of them.
Yusuf, for example, like me and Princess Debbie, we would like to buy like a office in South Africa. Like today is a history building, so maybe you can help us how to create a blockchain, and we can do like we can raise capital, yes, like an IPO, semi-IPO, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's say if the cost of the building is like $5 million, let's say we want to raise to 10,000 people, it becomes only $500, yes?
It depends on which price you're putting, but what you can do in this case to digitalizing your shares or your idea, now it's becoming much easier. So we can help with
You're gone, Yusuf. Hello. And I think Nusa is interested, yes? Nusa interested to do the digital city with this Mumba token.
yeah. Hello?
Absolutely, Bu. Absolutely.
Here, your biggest customer, Yusuf.
Yeah.
My biggest customer, because Nusa is going to buy from me the asset. So Nusa, let's say if Nusa want to pay with Mumba token, for example, we will raise the capital. Let's say when I go to like a conference, I just raise capital in the conference, in the different conference, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Interesting.
Okay, maybe there's a question from the participant here. Any question or any comment?
Yes. Feel free if any questions.
Oh, I have a lot of questions for you, Mr. Yusuf. A lot.
Please.
You know. Well, it's like this. It's like what's this? One time we had this discussion about the tradability of this blockchain coins. Yeah. I mean, assume I acquire some coins to acquire Miss Isla's lot in her digital city, say. Right. Then she receives the coin, say. Then she would have to be able to spend this coin, right? Right. I understood when you said like this has a multiple value creation as to the property itself and the value of the coin itself, etc., etc. So this all seems very sound if you can have the synchronization of the value being created of this coin, and the accountability, the tradability, right? So and this is very interesting because this will address issues about crowdfunding, going public, what's this? Some those kinds of things, right? And creating your fluidity in transactions, in ownership, so many ways. I mean, like I said before, this can be applied in an array of applications. An array of applications. So that's why
anyone can become his own bank.
Yep, exactly. And so it is limitless. This blockchain technology. It is the most accountable, safe, and reliable mode. Of storing information, transacting, etc., etc., etc. So that's why it's going to be really, really interesting if you can really put this Mumba into this community. The way they transact, the way they offer properties for rent, for sale, joint ownership, those kinds of things, an array of application, right?
Yes,
And if you can put this in an understandable
way, like
format, yes, then it'll be
that's what we
easier
are
for
trying to do.
the public to comprehend, because the application is so vast,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty difficult for people to absorb the concept of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
It's shared ledger.
exactly.
Everybody knows. It's a full disclosure. It ensures secrecy. Writes this.
Yeah.
What is your that? Privacy, etc. Right?
Yeah,
Yet
that's right.
everybody controls everybody.
Uh,
So it's good. So
I don't
that's why.
think that
Yeah.
everybody can control everybody, but anybody can see everybody.
Exactly. So that's why. So
Yeah,
let's put this as an example. Say,
Yeah.
this is a real transaction, right? Of
Yeah.
course, I mean, anybody would find a way in how to procure funds to make an acquisition. Like in our case, we want to set up an operation at Miss Ayla's digital city. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing funds, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna be needing funds, right? And
Yeah.
of course, liquidity, of course, is something we have to contemplate on. Yeah, we would be happier if we could use our existing assets to be able to acquire a property.
Exactly.
Instead of coming up with
Okay, like
fresh
for
funds and putting
example,
them.
now I have
Yeah.
a real estate. I don't need to convert my real estate to be money in order for me to buy another real estate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Because
That's it.
normally,
Exactly. Right.
normally like this, normally I have to go and sell, go and rent, and then I acquire a new real estate, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now I don't have to, because I can just convert to Mumba, and I just ask people who want to receive Mumba, right?
Yeah. That's actually why I'm thinking Mumba can become like the game changer, because it's totally new way to trade in real estate market. That's gonna bring, I think, more volatility, but also more liquidity in the real estate market. So it's gonna be tradable like stocks.
Like I can trade it if I want to buy clothes. I don't need to buy clothes. I can give my share to Norma.
Yeah, for
Norma,
example.
this is Mumba token,
But
right?
anyway,
Norma give me his clothes.
But that's right. There needs to be, I think, in this case, I don't know.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
Yeah, please explain.
Okay.
Let's
I'm sorry, I'm too far. I'm too far.
No.
It's like that.
It's not too far, bro. It's like this. You have to be able to spend your coins, right? It's like that. That's the thing. So right. So this is okay. Let's make an example. Say I'm gonna set up a data center at Miss Ayla's digital city. I'm gonna have to buy her lot, right? But then I will also have customers that will book a space in our data center. They will pay. I'm gonna tell them, hey, you can only pay me using Mumba.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they will have to acquire some Mumba. Right.
Exactly.
With the Mumba I acquired, I pay Ayla, and this should continue. This perpetuality. Only then this can work. Right.
Yeah.
But the value will increase. I mean when the
Or you enter infrastructure.
Yes. I mean,
once you enter infrastructure project, there is no way, they have to pay for it, Mumba, right?
Yeah.
Like, you follow me? You follow me, Nusa?
Yes, absolutely. No, absolutely. Because as you know, Yusuf, I mean, like a lot of coins, Bitcoins, they're trying to launch. I keep on telling them, look, so long your coin is tradable, then it will have value. Then people will use it. So that's why if we can set up a community which will start using Mumba, then in no time it will pick up.
Yeah.
That's
but
the trick,
Mumba
actually.
have a value of real estate, Nusa.
Yeah, but so it's like this.
It's more like security.
Yes. It's security.
But Mumba have a value of real estate.
I know, of course, value is valuable, Miss Ayla, but liquidity.
You cannot change the value of real estate. Like
No,
if real estate
yes.
in Bali today, $10 billion, $10 million, you cannot change it to be like $1 million.
Look,
Yeah, but you
yes.
can put another real estate.
Yes. It's like this,
You can,
Buayla.
like,
I mean,
increase
Yusuf
the
gave us
volume.
a very good example with the pizza, right?
Yeah.
The guy bought the a pizza using 3,000 bitcoins. The value of this bitcoins has escalated to 1,000 fold or 10,000 fold. That would making that the biggest, the most expensive pizza, right? But see, that was possible because of the big demand in Bitcoin, because it was terrible. Everybody's using it. So what is the use of having money if your money is not valid? If people do not accept your currency, that is the point.
Like real estate, I cannot eat land, right?
Exactly, right? So that's why we have to create some sort of community, that will transact using Mumba. So I have to be sure if I sell my product and receive Mumba, I have to be sure that my Mumba is accepted by say the seller of items I may want to buy, those kind of things. So this is interesting. I mean, if you can create, stimulate,
just a small change. You're exactly right, but just a small point that in Mumba token you will not have to explain to people that they have to pay with Mumba. If they're owning the Mumba, it's meaning automatically gonna be payment in your data center or wherever accepting the coin. So the automatization, that's gonna bring the functionality of the currency.
Right. That's why, I mean, like, it would be interesting like this. I one time I told this company launching the Bitcoin. I said, look, I have a quite a known prominent company. If you buy my company using your coin, that will automatically show that your currency is valid, right?
Exactly.
Right. So if Ayla is willing to accept.
Now, look, Nusa, you are a currency.
Well, I have, well, just like anybody.
No, I go back. If I wanted to sell my digital city, I don't sell it to you. I can sell it to anybody. But because you have a currency, people understand that when Nusa coming to digital city will have value. You follow? Because, you know, we are learning about personal branding here. You can actually evaluate you as a person.
Yeah, but that's way ahead. I mean, that what is, of course, by us coming into the digital city, there will be an increment in the value of the digital city itself, right? And maybe on the coin, because digital city will be based on Mumba, right? It's like that. So it is, right? Don't you think so? Right? It's as simple as that. So this is the logic behind all this. So once we can, you can start a perpetual use of Mumba, the more value, the more fluid, the more liquid, the more convertible it will be, and that will benefit the community using Mumba. Right. So actually, we need to initiate this by doing a valid, a high value, accountable transaction.
Exactly. And
the smart contract has to be valuable.
Yeah, but Panusa, you're really right. And what we are trying to do on the Mumba, it's like that. So if someone, let's say in the digital city, owning the Mumba, it means that he has some real estate or property in the digital city. And let's say he have to pay for something like the commodity or, I don't know, electricity or whatever. He can buy more Mumba tokens or pay with the ownership which he has for now.
Yes, this is actually not monetizing, creating exchange out of property, out of assets. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
say I don't have the funds to acquire Miss Isla's lot in the digital
Yeah.
city, right? And I tell, say, you as the manager of
Nusa,
Mumba.
I don't need you to have money to buy my digital city. When
Thank you.
Nusa come,
Really, seriously, thank you
Nusa
very
will
much.
bring, of course, when Nusa come, Nusa will bring, Nusa
Expensive, Bu.
again. Nusa will bring, you see, that's how I want to sell my digital city to you, is because you will bring value to my digital city, because you are holding the digital data center. It means you have a data of all the people that transact in digital, right? So
Yes,
I
but
don't need money from you. I need a smart contract from you. That's it.
I provide contract. I can provide, Bu. But of course, I'm gonna have to pay something, right? So that's why I'm asking Mr. Yusuf here, right?
Yeah.
Say if I pledge, like if I
Yeah.
buy your Mumba
As
currency.
long as people renting your data center, I'm good.
Okay, good. We can sell it, but let's assume I
Yeah.
need some Mumba currency, and I'm gonna buy it with my assets that have been appraised or evaluated, assessed.
Yeah.
So if that's possible, that's brilliant. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. If that's possible, that would be amazing, right? Because
Yeah.
that's
That,
everybody's problem
but
now.
the
They're not liquid.
only thing that's the ownership of your place, of the asset which you want to pay, it's supposed to be digitalized as well. If it is, yeah, it can be done easily. So
Yeah, that's right. Let's try. Can we exercise this? I
yeah,
need to
that's
buy
what we
like that.
that's
Right.
what we are
I
gonna do.
say I need to buy a lot in the Miss Isla's digital city. I need to pay
Yeah,
her, right? I need to
yeah,
pay her, right?
yeah,
So I do not have a Mumba currency at this point.
yeah,
So then I need to buy some. Well, and I don't have the US
exactly.
dollar for it. So
Yeah, yeah,
then I offer, look, can I just, it's a barter thing. It's almost a barter thing.
yeah, yeah,
Convert it into a Bitcoin currency,
yeah, yeah,
a blockchain currency, right? So I
yeah, yeah.
said, this is
I
my
only
asset.
accept more asset. You give me asset.
No, Boo. Don't miss the point here. Don't miss the point here, right? Do not miss the point. So if this point is accepted, then it's going to be actually quite massive. It helps a lot of people,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, but you
yeah, yeah.
see, Nusa, how much money I need to eat? How
No,
much?
yes. Well, not much. Yeah. So that's why I said. I mean, it would be. I would.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be. Yeah.
Now
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I rather enter a company that, like a digital center company, like your company, for example, because you are a digital player, then and I collect your real estate asset. You know, there's, even if you are not cash, but you are still richer. Just that you cannot use the money, right? Like, for example, like, you know, you. Okay, let's say now, I I I cannot pay a developer, for example, right? Because now I don't have, let's say my rental is dropped. Now with the Mumba, actually, I can say, okay, this asset is going to be conversion to Mumba. Now the developer I pay with Mumba. Mumba's developer, for example, like, you know, the team, they don't, I mean, developer, let's say the salary $3,000 to $5,000. Now I don't have to pay their salary, and I exchange it with Mumba. Okay, you don't have to go to like I don't pay you, but you hold my asset. Correct? It's
Yeah.
even better because this is my business from long time. You know, I get big because people cannot afford to pay my service, for example, right? They cannot pay my services of legal. So I solve their legal issue. Now the land becoming, they can sell it. Now I can take, instead of me, let's say I charge them amount of money. Now I charge them what is this, share in that particular asset. Now the particular asset is going to be belong to me. That valuation will go up.
Yeah, but see, this is it, Boo. This is actually beyond going public or pledging assets. It's converting goods or services or properties into a currency.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way of putting it. I mean, to avoid confusion.
Now you are a currency,
Exactly,
Nusa.
of course, because I have a service I can offer, I can promise to deliver. I have what's this, of course, a property which I own, say that has potential for rental, for sales. This is, am I right, Mr. Yusuf?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely
Exactly.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
And on the same time, Ibu,
Okay.
if you, for example, if you, uh, in your example, gonna offer to developers just giving like share on your assets, I think most of developers will not take it until they don't know that they can liquidate it fast. So when you're tokenizing your property and you offer them the tokens, not exactly the property, so they knows that they can exchange the token with the real money or some another token or whatever they want. So
Yes.
that's a bring that's a huge uh, part of the deal which coming up into the real estate market with the Mumba token, which is bringing the liquidity.
Right. That's it.
And any other company which
Yeah. Yeah.
we will tokenizing, that's the most huge part for them, the huge reason for them to tokenizing, because they're gonna become liquidity. They can exchanging to any other currency in the world and like becoming internationally just in few minutes.
Yes. Okay. I think I see a question from President Mangkole.
Yeah.
Hello, President Mangkole. Over to you.
I'm trying to unmute. Well, thank you very much. This has been so enlightening, very interesting.
Thank you.
I think part of the way you left us Africans a bit lost. What I really want to put to, what I want to put to Yusuf is how legally acceptable is Mumba throughout the world. I'm sure President Ayla did inform you that you're coming into an international family here.
Yeah.
And whatever you say, we may put it in our little minds, but we're looking for bigger opportunities. There may be a Veld, there may be a Delta, there may be property in the Delta where the likes of the international stars of the US who have gone for their romantic holidays, where the royalty of UK, people run away from the paparazzi and come to Africa to undiscovered places. And
Yeah.
I see potential to transforming and translate this into high real estate value. How internationally acceptable is Mumba? Well, we're
So
still, and you're using a very African name, you know? I think I should, just by using our name, I should have shares in Mumba.
yeah. So actually for the legalization, it depends of the jurisdiction of the property or real estate which we're gonna tokenizing. So by putting on the blockchain, that's mean we just it's something like post something in Facebook.
I want
Is it
to be the
legal?
legal. I want to be the legal.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I want to be the legal, and then in Africa, because I am the legal, Ayla Associate will be the legal. I am asking Yusuf to be his legal custodian. So when I become the legal custodian, right, I will say appointed my partner in Africa, right?
Yeah.
And my partner in Africa is president in Africa. Who
Yeah.
else? Who else I will appoint, you know?
Can I
Yeah.
clarify a few things? Yeah, President Macaulay. It's like this. This is it about Mumba, which I understood. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bitcoin has no asset backing it up, not gold, not nothing.
Yes.
Right? Mumba has property or sales to what's this services promised as a value behind it. So it does have something with intrinsic value backing it up, just like gold. In this case, property. So I mean, so I leave it to our friends in the property sector to how to really create a currency out of the vast assets you have in property. This is a viable, credible currency because it is asset backed, unlike all those other fiat currency, the US dollar, of Bitcoin. They're nonsense. And this is why the world is seeing a currency reset, because all these currencies are not backed by real assets.
Yeah,
exactly. That is the point.
Just backed by the idea of it is. But
we have to have the smart contract, President Mankole. And I think you, as a person, you have already the currency. This will go to Anna, because it depends on the, you know, a lot of people don't understand the currency of personality, the currency of personal brand. This is why I keep going, personal brand, going. Personal brand is like also like who is you are acquainted to, right? For example,
credibility. It's a matter of credibility.
Yes,
Validity,
credibility, right? Credibility. That's personal brand. But it's more that if we say, if we have this token credible by a person, let's say myself and you, Nusa, it become interesting, because then the collaboration is going to add the value. You as a person, you see, people have a value. President Mankole, can I say this? Can I tell the big secret?
Oh, Ayla.
So President Mankole brother is one of the real president of one country in Africa. So she has an amazing currency value, this lady, because she is able potentially creating a potential contract, let's say with the government.
Bona fide. You know
I mean?
Exactly. Bona fide, right? It has to be bona fide. Asset backed, endorsed by.
Point of correction. He just happens to be my blood brother, but the presidential office has got protocols and processes in which you reach out to that. My elder sister,
but that is your currency, because you are able to bring the network.
Professor Ayla, I've just asked my sister in Eswatini. She's just been appointed as the governor of the central bank, and she's a lawyer.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
She understands these things much better. Unfortunately, she was in a meeting, and I was just texting her and said, please join in. I need you to help me understand the language here. But she will join us sometime. But what I must say is that in the African country, which I happen to be born at, we are very strict in terms of protocol. Bloodline matters at home. Professor Ayla, bloodline matters at home. Yeah. And I like this platform because it's professional.
You are going to create a liquidity for a country. If people don't accept you, they just have to wait until the value go up, and then like Bitcoin, it was 10 cents, today is $18,000. Now you have to understand money, yes? Government print money. They are not backly asset based. That is why when the whole life I live, I don't go and find fame. I don't want to find anything. I want to find asset, because you cannot make asset. It doesn't print. You cannot print a lamb. You cannot print a diamond. That's the value of the diamond. It cannot be print. Same like human. You cannot print human. You cannot clone human. You cannot clone networking. You cannot clone personal brand. That's a value in you.
That's why
this value is the future contract.
President Julastina, I do take note the meeting is recorded and the meeting has taken quite long. Please
Yeah.
organize another meeting on the side. This is very
Okay.
interesting.
Yes, 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 yes. Of course, because we are in the why we have Mumba, because we have the world leading chains who can we can use it for our community, for our platform
Yeah,
also.
this is actually a big help for a lot of countries because not like let me correct you there, Miss Aila. Not all country can print money.
Yeah.
Not every country can print money. So not every country can create this. So this is a way to go around this restriction, this discrimination, right? So this will create. Yes, this is actually quite huge. If we can really work together and create this viable, bona fide, credible currency, tradable, then it will.
I will retire in 3 years' time. Finish.
Yeah, and also the value of the humans. It's a big question now in the world that, for example, Facebook or many different big digital companies using our data for themselves and making money behind of it. But people by themselves even don't know the value of them in the digital world. So we will try to change it.
Okay. I think we are already approaching 1.5 hours of this meeting. This is more interesting. Of course, if we are possible, we can have another session still in the. We are going to explore more about the Mumba token, because this is going to be a very big changes, as we are the lead in the changes. So we are need to share. We are need to share the knowledge and also sharing the idea.
Can I add something? I mean, because I just this is very relevant to the real estate sector, and maybe governments, Just this afternoon, we had a meeting with the Land Authority of Indonesia, the Land Reform Authority, right? And they need to digitize, land deeds, etc. Digitize, and in the millions, 90 million or more. Can you imagine that? So
I am
said,
Yusuf manager.
yes, that's why I said. No, that's why I'm telling you, Mr. Yusuf. Exactly. I'm charging Mr. Yusuf, right, to digitize all this information using a blockchain technology.
Yeah.
And I said, look, it is, of course, it's possible with automating a scanning process, but it will still take time and investment. But can you imagine if we can procure using blockchain technology from the public and existing records? That would be fantastic. And this is, and every country is having the same problem. And this is also very good for Africa, right? It will avoid social conflicts, public government conflict. So many. So, and the Indonesian government has just realized this, and they come to us and say, "Pak Nusa, can you do this?" I said, "Yes, of course. The technology is there. It's a matter of will." I said, "I don't have everything, but we can procure." Right. So this is one thing, a challenge for Mr. Yusuf. I mean, we may invite you to this forum, at one time if you're willing. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, now it's becoming a huge business and idea in the world about the digital banking, to securing the biometric of the people, electronic signature, the fingerprint.
We're already doing that, but that's why I said, let's not
That's
go.
really,
Let's not
really
make this biometricing the population for their ID a waste, right? We already biometrized, right? It's the record is already there. There's already electronic signature, so there is already right. We already have the ingredients for it. Just implementation. So that's why this is amazing. This is very big, very big. Right. Very, very
that's
big.
All the same idea with the digital city. And,
exactly. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for
I'm
the
opportunity. You want to talk to Yusuf? You talk to me, okay?
Anybody who's going to raise a question or something, you can contact us. and maybe we can have another session with you, Yusuf. Okay, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope that we can continue the discussion and I can explain a bit more well and details about our planning of digitalizing the world and how it can really help to the humanity.
Okay.
So I hope we will work together and thank for everyone who were in the conference.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Yutina, for introduction and the opportunity.
You see, there is a specialist of brand here, Anna, and it's interesting because she's in personal branding. That will be,
Oh,
I think, the next thing is to evaluate a person.
yeah, yeah. That's really
And if you can digitalize a person value on network, on their personal brand, you make a lot of money. We make a lot of money. I'm your lawyer.
yeah, to digitalizing for humans, human it's so different. I think it's much harder than real estate, so we will start with real estate first, but that's gonna be our end point to digitalize humans.
not the human, digitalize their brand.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we have Anna Leotti, because she's a master of personal brand. We can bring, because it's important to have personal brand. It's a currency.
Of course. Exactly. It's a
currency.
value.
Not many people understand that who you network is your currency. Not many people understand this. They become too much into like material things, money. They don't understand their value.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't understand the future contract value that they can get from a person or a network.
Yeah. Yes, now it's like the networking, I think it's like becoming also a huge part of business relations in all around the world, like business networking and personal branding in different platforms. For example, you can see how the TikTok is blow up, but that's all about the same things, about the personal branding, to like show yourself, explain and what you're doing, what you're eating, and what else like that.
Okay. President Debbie or Princess Nicola Nembus, do you want to make any comment?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm feeling so down. I just got bad news of one of our family friends passed on. And I've been really listening attentively. However, I think I won't be in the good mind of state to speak. Can I ask President Mankule to finish out? Thank you, but thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. That was nice to talk to everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very
Sincere
good.
condolences
Bye, everybody.
for President Debbie.
Okay.
Yusuf,
President.
it's an amazing,
Yes.
it's an amazing conversation you've had with us.
Thank
I
you
can
so
see
much.
the evening there. This side is the afternoon. And this is very enlightening. And thank you for being able to bring the world together in the same way, because President Ada talking to us about real estate and the magnitude of that in a very complicated way. And I say complicated way, being able to make it look so technologically easy, much as we are not very technological people. But I think the minds that have been here, Nusa has been wonderful. He's been able to break it down for some of us. And I thank the platform. I thank President Julastina and everybody in the support team. And I would like to ask Julastina to please, can we have Nusa back? Can we have Yusuf back? And while they're away, help us understand what they were saying today. It's been a wonderful session. It's been a wonderful session. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Can
you.
we
Bye.
have
Thank you.
our song, Nadia?
Bye-bye unliquidity. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. We'll all pray
Goodbye.
in
Thank you,
silence today. We'll all pray in our own way today.
Yeah.
Hello, Nadia. Nadia.
We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change for our people, for our countries, for everyone in the world. Love, peace, needed in this world. Endurance, needed in this world. Forgiveness, needed in this world. Unity, needed in this world. Yes, African woman leading change. Antarctican woman leading change. Yes, Asia woman leading change. Yes, Australia woman leading change. Yes, Europe woman leading change. Yes, North America. Yes, South America. Woman leading change. Kalirato fella. Kalirato fella. Woman leading change. Kalitabo fella. Kalitabo fella. Woman leading change. Gotando pella. Gotando pella. Woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. Yes, Ayla. Yes, Ayla. Woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. We thank you, world woman leading change.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Deep condolence, Princess Debbie.
For your time. Have a
Thank you, everyone.
nice night tonight.
Thank you,
Goodbye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Bo.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.